So if you'll excuse the big trees, there's been a hotfix, so I screwed that up, but I'll fix them later for the next game, next cast, or whatever. Anyway, this is Arena Classic non-prize pool bracket 5 for this one, unless I'm very mistaken, and it is, excuse me, it's random civ. Here we go. It's a settings say random civilization. Oh, Grambeezy, you're so helpful. So you have to play what you get, but for game 2 the civilizations will be switched up, which means that both players need to test their skills with these random civs. But if there's a third game, the players will be playing random mirror, so there's no civ advantage at all. Hello Dani, and hello Nostris' MT Explorer as well. I love the banter here in the chat already. It's Grambeezy with the Teutons, Dani with the Burmese, and Dani asks, what are we going to do with this civ? And honestly, Burmese on Arena would not be a bad idea to go for a fast cast lage into monks and siege forward, because Burmese, they have cheaper monk technologies, so you could more easily get the core technologies like sanctity and fervor, and they have a very open tech tree as well. So yeah, that's one to keep in mind for the Burmese. They also, their infantry is great, of course, the full upgrades, and in addition the infantry units get +1 attack per age starting in feudal age, but of course you are very rarely going to see men-at-arms, for example, on Arena. If you want to be on the crazy side, you could of course go for a siege tower and longswords infantry style play inside of the walls, but also not too common. That's really costly, the siege workshop and siege tower. That's more than 400 wood of its own, so we'll see how this plays out, of course. Sorry about any frame drops as well, the internet connection isn't too lovely here, but that's just my conditions currently. This is Vintage Arena, by the way. It's a more classic take on the Arena map script. So the distance between the walls and the middle playing field will be different. It will very often be different from your standard definitive arena, the DE arena these days. You could risk having the walls as close as, I mean, this could be Grambeezy's walls in a different generation. But all in all, there's berries out there. You could TC this later if you want to get the wood and the golds, of course, but I mean, this map is begging to... Even Tower Rush could have been viable here, but the stone walls have been buffed to make that less of an option. But castle drops in the cat late for sure. And I don't know what Teutons want to do here, actually. Teutons infantry and melee units are really strong. They have strong siege as well. And their only big setback is the speed, the mobility, and that doesn't really matter on this map, as you can see. Teutons have a great boom as well with their cheaper farms, so you could place 4 or 5 town centers in the back of your base here and just go crazy, build up for whatever late game death wall you want to go for. But anyway, the beauty of slow arena starts is that they have time to drink beer. Especially when I run out of things to talk about, you know. See on the arena the placement of building foundations to start forming an extra layer of walls as well. And yeah, beer is good. Daniela got it right. And another thing about Vintage Arena is that you'll always have 2 golds inside. Of course, you want to go for your main gold first, like Dani is doing here, because that's going to last you longer for whatever you're going for earlier. Oh, are we going to have a scout fight here? Oh, action. No. Yes. No. Attack! Come on. Alright, we don't want to lose pressure scout HP here. It's fine. Always useful to have a living scout. Well, it looks like we're looking at Dark Age, past castle approaches here. Dani is off to a better start, lower idle TC time here as Grambeezy has 1 minute 12 seconds of idle time and actually didn't get loom either, which is a way to keep the TC working. But I mean, that's the multitasking of AOE or RTS games, if you will. There's lots of things to attend to at once, even in the early game, so it shouldn't matter too much. I mean, it matters more and more as you reach the higher levels. Oh, are we gonna make it home here? Don't let him in! Don't let him in! Oh no! Grambeezy is in and he's going to see through all of Dani's plans here. Sees 4 villagers of stone, could mean a castle drop, and the scout is going to go down just like that. Whoopsie. TC fire. And they're just having a laugh about it. Well, at least you got to... Grambeezy confirms that there's stone and gold forward, so that's something, alright. That's intel that could be useful. Of course, Grambeezy in the blue doesn't know about this gold over here, but let's assume that one castle, if Grambeezy somehow was able to drop a castle here, that effectively denies all the stone and gold of Dani, which is frankly ridiculous. This is actually a very unfortunate map gen in that regard. If somehow the opponent gets a gold in castle inside of your base, then you're screwed. To put it nicely. Hola, Alcolner. ¿Cómo estás? Wie geht es dir? And Ogedai won the mod, taking his modding responsibility seriously here. Good. Good. I've known both of these guys since the Woodley date. Maybe it's time to patch that Angry Housewife story as well, because that's some gold from Akkal-AOE back in the day. What are we looking at here? It's still feud late for both of them. Dani is just missing a little bit of food now to go up here, still eating the sheep and the berries and whatnot. And there we go, castle age on the way. And castle drop into Arab by the looks of it is wood and gold and a stone investment. And that's honestly, I mean, this is almost to the point of unfair, this map generation. Grambeezy has all of the resources in the back, and these resources are mirrored in the forward of Dani here. Hey, Akkal-AOE, when did you sub? Oh, you resub Teal Skirt. Yeah, for the okay. Now we have to show the. Thanks, man, Akkal-AOE. Much appreciated. Ooh, and we have a raid from JPR as well. Hope we'll get a raid alert as well. There we go. Welcome, everyone. Just a little backstory there, that those alerts are my own. It's my take on stuff here today. Welcome JBR's viewers as well. I suppose JBR has been casting Battle of Africa today. And this is my own tournament going on here. It's called Arena Classic. It features Vintage Arena, which is based on the older map scripts of Arena, which means that the walls can vary in distance, the middle playing field, the back area. It's way more random than your current Definitive Edition Arena. And here we have some action here. Moving out without Loom, Dani with the ambitious castle drop here. Or oh, never mind, there it is. So yeah, gets away with it. So bear doesn't succeed in castle, and Dani even takes Grambeezy's advice here. The Burmese can go monks, so we're going castle drop monks here. Can't say I've seen that before, but we'll see how that plays out here. Now, some people would say Teutons, they have conversion resistance. They can also garrison 10 builders inside towers, so if blue completes this tower, that castle could... No, that's not gonna be denied. But anyhow, monks and siege against the Teutons, it's doable, but it's also dangerous because the Teutons have conversion resistance. Dennis says this arena looks like Amazon Tunnel, and you're right, actually, it's really cramped, but at least you have the back booming area. Alright, Loom is in for Grambeezy, who is in the castle age as well, is mining stone for a potential defensive castle here. While Dani goes for the Siege Workshop Monastery approach here. Kind of forgot about that small detail. Yeah, it happens. There are 42 civs now, guys. You're bound to forget something along the way. But the aggression is on. Forward castle. And petards! We got a petard in! Petarding into the base with the monks and siege to join. I like it. Language, Dennis. Careful. Let's see, here's the angry housewives they're talking about, by the way. That's also the... No! Damn it, I can't write. Isn't that it? There we go. Massive gold investment here, monks in production as well. Now, what you'll see is when players go for monk rushes on the arena, you'll usually see more than one monastery as well, because it's a way to speed up the production or simply just get the researchers going. But with this kind of craft map, it still works out to use the monks to collect all the relics, and the push is really on here. Frau Goldner. Careful what you say here. Alright, what's going to be Grambeezy's response here? If Grambeezy is able to get the defensive castle up, that might very well be a way to keep the monk rush out. But look at this! Right for the counter-aggression here, and who's going to expect a counter-castle drop? And there's the spot I talked about again. If the castle goes down close to this area, that could actually really mess things up. But this is just a great escape at this point. Not really doing too much for the time being. Little panic house going up here. Mangonel defense, that's nice against the Rams. But once you get redemption researched for the monks, you could also convert siege weapons, so this is kind of scary when up against monks like this. 1 for 1 there, and a battering ram spearman inside as well. Dani is going for the kill here. Hey, gets conversion, not bad. Another Mangonel pops out as the Ram and Scorpion will try to have a say in that. Yeah, we will need some more monk technologies here, maybe for the hit points. If you get Sanctity, the monks will have 50% more hit points, I believe. Spearman popping out to try and take out the Mangonel there, and Dani really wants this Siege Workshop gone, understandably so. To limit the defenses of Grambeezy. By the way, Cattle going on forward here. Grambeezy is not messing around, he's going straight for the counter-aggression here. He's not worried about the Monk Siege push at home base here. He just wants to apply counter-aggression, but in the meantime, Dani has been collecting enough stone to get a castle up here. Castle drop into Teutonic Knights, maybe. Teuton's castles have instant murder rolls as well, so you can't camp units on the foundation. Where are they going now? I mean, it's a nice way of Grambeezy to secure gold here. That's actually pretty neat. If the home base gets breached, there's still gold access out here and covered by a castle, so why not? Oh, redemption is in! Nice. Doesn't get the conversion. Could be that Grambeezy deleted it here, but still, ooh, nice. 1 Mangonel for 1 Mangonel. With the redemption, then you could also convert buildings like houses, blacksmith, market even. That seems to be going down to castle fire here. Massive gold investment from Grambeezy as well. What's Grambeezy gonna do once the market goes down here? What are you gonna use to spend that gold on? Yeah, this is some next level clowning, Alcon, you're right. Couple of knights as well, because why not? It's not like there's a lot of units here out of the field. Oh, hello! So no blacksmith upgrades for Grambeezy. Well, Dani's base has been breached as well. I mean, this gold is... I don't think it's ranged by that castle, but why bother about that when you have the forward gold of the opponent anyway? Some farming economy extended here as well, so with looking at the economy... I'm not sure who's going to be able to go Imperial Age first here, but the one issue for Grambeezy could be that the castle is impact forward. Looks like a means to petard down that castle. Petards slow down your potential Imperial Age though. There's enough stone for another castle! And again, if someone gets a castle up here, Grambeezy, that's bad news for the home resources of Dani. But there's more issues to attend to at home here for Grambeezy. Here comes the defensive castle. That's a decent one, I'd say. One knight certainly isn't enough to stop that from going up. Maybe the Wagonel though, and you could use that monk trick as well. If you hold down the Alt key while using a monk, you could actually disturb villagers building a castle until you get a conversion in. Oh, are we going to get the conversion? No. Town Center gets the monk. It's going to be knight versus knight here. Mangonel seeking refuge next to the castle. Oh, nice one there. So Mangonel's still alive. The castle will complete though. And what's going on in forward base here? Teutonic Knights! Oh! Nice. Our Goldener's favorite unit. Maybe except for the Arbalist. Oh, that's Foundation 2 to get sniped actually. Mangonel. I think it's a good call of Grambeezy to leave that Foundation out and try and rebuild it in the back instead. Lots of gold in the bank here. If Grambeezy rebuilds the market, Grambeezy could in theory buy Imperial Age here, get trebuchets out and pressure down his home base with whatever units here, but still making some of those units inside of the castle, not really rushing the next age here. If anyone is curious about the player's ranking, you could also use !rank in the chat to see their current 1v1 elos. Ooh, more builders going down here. 5 builders killed by Dani. Yeah, we need to put the player's nickname as well, like for example, rank. I think that's it. Okay, so Grambeezy is 962 and Dani is 1100 something, I think. So there's a bit of a skill gap here, but this is also, it's a single elimination bracket with a loser's bracket, so there's going to be a second chance. Yeah, that's the Dani. That's the Dani we want. Forward market from Grambeezy here. Love to see it. I don't even know where these villagers are going. Oh, Teutonic Knights! Rude! Ah, look at these guys! Poking down this mighty Berbice castle with their swords. You're incognito. Gotcha. I'm so behind, says Grambeezy, and it's true actually. No TC, no idle TC at least, so that's something for Grambeezy here, but that brings it to a 1-0 for Dani. And the forward castle with monks and siege and spears and an AI army combination that even Dennis would be proud of is a fact. Dani's 1151, gotcha. So 1151 versus 900 something here, almost 200 points different. Let's have a look at the stats and let's find the next game. Stalker. Indeed. Whatever. What happened here? Castle drop an army. That has to be the army tab, yeah. Only person making army at that point. Castle are just not too far off each other here. Not much eco upgrades to follow up either. And a Paradox in the chat. Hello. Go check out Nomad Warriors, guys. It's open for sign up in Paradox's Discord. I think we have a Paradox command as well. Yeah, okay, just the Twitch, but yeah, if you go to the Twitch and find the link to his Discord, you could find Wandering Warriors from there. Just a quick be right back screen here because I want to fix the small trees mod. And then we'll go for game 2. What the heck was I doing with 8 PM? Don't ask me. Clicking monks like crazy. Hold on. Mods. Small trees. Why the hell does it keep mad random map pack and not the small trees? I have so many questions. Okay, lots of buying around here, but now let's go for game 2. Would you look at that? Now we have the small trees. Small trees. Grambeezy with the back gold here again. Yeah, it gets the map packs here, kind of. Now with Vintage Arena, the sheep, boars, and deer could spawn outside as well. So it's important to scout outside of your base just in case your opponent moves in to lame you. But in this case, it's not possible. Everything is inside the base, so... But it can happen. Sometimes. So I would keep an eye out on that. This is a slightly more open map, still favoring like Monk Siege style pushes from the Burmese here, like the previous one. And you'd argue that with the Teuton's conversion resistance, it might not be the smartest idea, but guess what? If you, you know, the Scout Cav line, they have bonus damage against monks, but Light Cav have significantly more bonus damage against monks than the Scout Cav, and Teutons don't get Light Cav. What's wrong with the overlay? Okay, fine. Fine. I pushed the wrong button, okay? Alright, so this time Dani doesn't ask what to do with Teutons. Maybe she took inspiration from the previous game. And knows now about the conversion resistance of Teutons. So needs to worry less about conversions happening to her own units, of course. Have a look at the relics disposition here. It's 1, 2, 3, arguably closer to Grambeezy's base. And then there's one right outside of Dani's base and this one a bit further out. So it's potentially easier for Grambeezy to collect the relics here. Now, as to what Teutons could do, they could of course also go for a monk push, because the Teutons monk tech tree is wide open as well, and your units have conversion resistance, so in monk versus monk wars you might actually be looking at an advantage. The lack of light cav, if it turns into a monk's war, could be an issue if the other player invests into that, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, again, the distance is close enough to warrant castle drops here. Maybe not Tower Rush. Teuton Scouts, though. Don't you have a command for that, Dennis, anymore? Yeah, thanks. That's a good one. Not Palm's favorite unit. Oh no, the villager's gonna go down! Oh, hey, why didn't the boar chase that one? The boar always goes after the weak one. Maybe there was something blocking it. Yeah, O'Connor speaks the truth. Also crap map. Cup. But that's nearly over a bit. Unless we're getting a crap map 2v2 edition. Oh, we have action! Who's gonna win? Oh, Dani is fleeing for her life here. Or this is not Dani, this is a scout cav, but you get what I mean. We had that command. Oh yeah, you removed the Bohemian Cav Watcher. Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to reveal what that command was, then maybe it's a bit too personal. Dennis or Ogedewon, he just has his own way of making anything in life AoE related. Wrap map logo. Yeah. Wish I had editing skills. I basically just find someone else to do it for me. Alright, we're on gold and stone again here. Probably for both of them. Grambeezy with currently only gold might be thinking about the monks here. Double eating the ship, couple of farms up here as well. Just casually conserving that straggler for later usage. And feudalation away from both of them. Very similar this time around, I guess. Grambeezy. Dani has loom, maybe, or just going up at one more population here. Okay, never mind. It's just one more pop. Whoever reaches feudal age first here could have an advantage in the scouts fight, but it's only a couple of seconds, so you would have to depend on the scouts being really close for that first hit to make that difference. Could be that Dani will get lucky here if she wants to fight. Oh. Nope. I mean, to be fair, this guy is not able to use this. This is just a scout. He doesn't really want to fight unless he absolutely has to. So, yeah, here we go. A peaceful arena game so far. You're peaceful indeed. I can appreciate that. Oh, for a second there I thought that might be another mill, but it's just Grambeezy scrambling up a house as a result of population cap here. It happens to all AoE players no matter the level, so we all hate that the sound that I can't really replicate with my vocal cords. Not looking for trouble. Fair enough. Save the trouble for later. How's the stone count here? Grambeezy not on stone at all. 4 on gold. Castle Age to be clicked any second now. I just sell some food. Sell some food, go Castle Age. No, we're 200 gold. Perfect. Perfect. Go up! Castle Age! There we go. Actually beating Dani to it here. Dani has mismanaged the food a little bit here, or just wants to play an extended feudal age without eco upgrades here. But just maybe just going to stone a tiny bit too early or something here. The approach seems a little bit off here, but hey, the Teuton sparks are cheap, so it's not that much of a commitment, all things considered. That does leave, oh, even queued it behind the villager there, so that actually gives Grambeezy almost a minute's lead to the Castle Age here, which would be a very nice time window to start a monk rush or whatever Grambeezy is planning here. Oh, she's moving out. They're moving out. No, they're not. Oh, it's almost a bit disappointing. I was expecting Grambeezy's villagers to move forward here, but see a couple more farms going up here. Maybe they're just both going into boom mode here, which would have made more sense on the previous map with that big back booming area they both had. But if they're both moving, of course, you know, of course it's not a disaster. Grambeezy did see the few farms here would be able to afford a second TC if not. Castle Age is in, but I'm not sure what the plan is here. No military buildings to be seen here just yet. While Dani could go for the boom here as well, has enough wood and stone for an additional 2 town centers here. But looking at the stone count, I think it might just very well mean a forward castle drop again from the now Teutons player here. I did see 2 TC foundations going up there. Here we go. Okay. Boom mode. I mean, if you've scouted around and confirmed there's no forward presence of builders or otherwise, then sure, might as well just boom and defend. And in this case, I would say I would favor the Teutons here. Teutons getting the TCs up earlier, and the farms are cheaper. Eco upgrades are in as well. Oh, finally we have the scouts fight. Not so peaceful anymore, are we? And because of that Teuton's melee armor, whether Dani remembers it or not, the Teuton scout comes out victorious in the Castle Age. She was just waiting for the proper moment here. Yeah. No more vision for Grambeezy here, now dropping the second TC. And ooh, a barracks. Are we going to see some infantry masterpiece here from the Burmese? Burmese spy in nearby gate. Yeah, the scout. He didn't even hit the walls. That's kind of rude. Is that a reaction to the barracks, or are they both building barracks to do for something else? Yeah, that's right, Akkal-AOE, one of Teuton's real kryptonite that is like fully upgraded Arbalest, for example, or Mangudai or Cab Archers, right? But the Burmese, they don't really have Unless you're asking Dennis, of course. Burmese don't really have any good ranged options against Teutons. You could, of course, go Burmese Cav Archers, but only Dennis and Doubt do that, so that's out off the menu. I would say that the Arabai is doing decent against Teutons infantry and cavalry, though. But then you could probably go into some ironclad siege or something to hold it off. Do Burmese have hand cannons? I'm pretty sure they do, Dennis. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they do. I could check that. I had the tech tree. Actually, they don't, Dennis. They don't get hand cannoneers. They don't get hand cannoneers, the Burmese. So you'd have to go Arabai or mass infantry of your own against Teuton's infantry units, melee units. Of course, the Burmese halberdiers that leaves out the option of Teutons, even with their extra melee armor with Teutons, that leaves out the option of going full cavalry with the Teutons. Elephant Halb? Yeah, maybe. But that's really expensive. We're just now on 3 TCs for Grambeezy, who's also heavily on stone. Ooh, could go Imperial Age here actually quite soon. Has the Siege Workshop Monster app. So we might actually see an Imperial Age transition here. True Rock Honor, but the Teutonic Knights are at least they're slow. Ooh, Monk Snipe. Nice. We're out collecting the relics here as well, and outposts providing nice vision here for Dani. Looks like Town Watch might be in as well, giving extra line of sight to the buildings, like the outposts and castles and whatnot. Ooh. We're going to have an infantry war here. The Siege Workshop is already up for Grambeezy, which means that some Scorpions could be mixed in to take out the infantry. The problem here is that Grambeezy doesn't have a division. And Dani is going Imperial Age as well. Is this like a Halb siege push? No, at this point you're definitely right, Dennis, because the barracks are going up for Dani here. So this is going to be an infantry push, and the Burmese... They get an additional +3 attack when they're fully upgraded, so I guess that negates the +2 defense on the Teutons, right? Supplies and the Men-at-Arms, aka Angry House vibes on my channel, coming here. While on the left-hand side we're just peeking at the enemy base even more here. Ooh, that's risky, just placing a castle in the middle of nowhere. You have no idea if there are 50 Teutonic Knights right here, Grambeezy. A blind castle going up here, and just coincidentally hitting most of the Teutons' production here. They're both going Imperial Age, and the timings are really similar here. Well, is Grambeezy actually going to go for the elephants here? I mean, Bloodlines is coming in. More likely going to be Knights and Cavalier, but you never know. Elephants against Teutons, though. Teutons have good monks as well. So, and especially in the Imperial Age, where you get obviously block printing and these quite useful upgrades, I mean, for the monks in the Imperial Age, like Theocracy and block printing giving extra range, and Theocracy leaving all monks with only one monk needing to recharge if you convert with a group of monks. So they're both queuing trebuchets here. Grambeezy probably wants to deal with the forward production buildings here, whereas Dani is going for the longsword treb push here. It looks almost like a barracks wall. Yeah, true. Are we going to see... oh, here goes the university. Maybe we'll see bomber cannons here as well. Once chemistry is in, that's a very familiar tech for the arena specialists, I should say. Oh! Oh! First eco kill of the game goes to Grambeezy. With the attentive scout for a second castle going up. Blue is not joking around here, wants to keep the home base safe here. This is going up. Since you're asking, I'm getting low, but... Okay, Dani has 3 trebuchets out here now. Shouldn't be a big issue to take down this castle of Grambeezy, who lost the other one as well and is facing tough resistance here. Lots of resources in the bank for Grambeezy though, not being spent here. I feel like this castle should have been either more offensive or completely defensive for Grambeezy at this point to try and hold against pressure. But the fact remains, Dani has 25 builders more. And yeah, more military out and about. In fact, dominating in the military department here and now extending the push into Grambeezy's space. But where is that champions upgrade? If you're going full infantry, why not stop queuing two-handeds and try and get for that champion upgrade? Are we going for the style points here? Yep. Then this is right. If Gram went for his own champs, that would be easy to defend. And all set in us says elephant switch into GG. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Dennis, but there's lots of wood in the bank here that could be sold and transitioned into afford the champion upgrade. Oh, elephants! Elephantos! They're going to trample the heck out of these 200 swordsmen. Except you need more of them, unfortunately. Oh. I'm talking about champion upgrade here. Here it comes. Will that be the GG? Is this champion into GG for Dani here? Defensive walls have been breached. The trebuchet is now ready to eat one of the theses here. Thanks. Thanks for setting us. Appreciate it. GG Dani. Good luck next. Got to appreciate the players. Paying respect to each other, and I hope Grambeezy will have some luck in the losers bracket as well, because we didn't have enough players to fill round of 64 for the non-prize pool bracket, so each player will get a second chance after being taken out in the first round. GG well played indeed. Teuton's power for this game. Infantry and trebs, because why not? If you're fully boomed with Teutons, you could do basically whatever you want, and you see the upgrades kicking in there. Play armor first, then attack later. Only missing the last attack upgrade by the looks of it, but that's not something you need to rush. Lucky win. Ooh. Is that so? Yeah, it's all because of the starting scout going down, isn't it? Not because of having 50 military more or better resources. We have some Grambeezy fans in the chat here. Alright, we need to show the stats here and I'll move on to the next set. 91 APM peak here. I don't know what's going on at minute 3.5, but maybe it was seeding those extra farms, I don't know. Just Dani hater. Oh. Okay, that's not good. Behave, empty explorer.